Hi everyone, and welcome back to my channel. As I did say in the end of nails a few days ago, I had a surprise come in. Unfortunately, the surprise did not arrive, so to speak. It was a little bit upsetting with what happened, and I'm just going to explain very briefly about what happened. I did actually purchase another horse. I spoke to the lady who was selling the horse to me for a good month before I purchased the horse. Had all the information, all the pictures, the videos. Unfortunately, I couldn't get down there to try her out for myself because it was just too far away. But everything seemed absolutely fine. There was no problems. There was no kind of signs that, things were going to go wrong or anything like that. She was very, very upfront with me, were honest and open and all that sort of thing. However, unfortunately, it wasn't quite as clear-cut as I originally thought it should be. There were a few red flags which I missed, which was totally my fault. A week before I was due to get the horse, the contact with her just completely disappeared. She blocked me and I had no idea why. I sent her several messages to find out if there had been an accident with the horse or something had gone wrong, and she was just too worried to tell me. Whatever, my mind was all over the place. I had no idea what was going on. Then all of a sudden, the penny dropped, and it was very clear to me that I'd been scammed, so to speak. On the morning the horse was due to come, I thought maybe she would turn up, but she didn't. So I'm very, very upset, disappointed, and somewhat embarrassed, if I may say so, about this because I think looking back on it now, the biggest mistake I made was not going down to see her because it was quite clear. I found out later that these pictures that she was sending were just random pictures of other horses. There wasn't any horse for sale at all. They just, were very, very professional, very clever, very good at what they did. And they're out there doing it to many other people as well, making a living off other people's pain and other people's upset. And it's wrong and they should be stopped. Too much of this is going on, and not just about horses, but all sorts of things. They take people's money who are honest, genuine, nice people and just run off with it, and it's wrong, and something should be done about it. The law should be changed to really punish these people because it's evil what they're doing. So what can come out of this? I'm just going to say to all of you, please, please, please be so aware of what, people can do, and don't trust anybody is my biggest advice. Keep your money in your pocket and don't part with it until you are absolutely sure that you've got something, whatever it is that you may buy in a car, a horse, whatever. I think one of the most upsetting things to come out of this as well is that, as other people know who've got horses, I've spent a little bit of money getting things ready. I've got all the stable ready, put fresh shavings down, bought some hay nets, bought some feed bowls, bought her food, all the things that you need to just get you started. You spend a little bit of money to get everything that they need. So now I've got to go back to the yard and undo all that, which is not very nice. It's quite upsetting. That stable now will go on to another horse that needs it, which is great, but it should have been for Zena. That was the name of the horse I was having. She was 4 years old. She was an ex-race horse, been trained but hadn't raced. And by the look of her and from the information I got, she had the most lovely temperament, and I could have done a lot with her. We could have gone far, and I was really looking forward to the journey with her and bringing her on. So as far as I know now, all of that was just absolute rubbish. I don't even know whose horse it is. It probably wasn't even a horse for sale. It was a horse that was just a random friends of her, or a random horse that she just took photos of, sent them on to other people as a horse for sale, and that never existed. So that's the way I've got to think about it. That's the way I've got to look at it. There was no horse. So when I say keep your money, I mean just keep hold of it until you are absolutely sure that you are getting the item that you are paying for and that everything is as it should be. Don't make the mistake like I did of paying a deposit and then losing that and ending up with, well, losing your money basically, and then not having nothing to show for it. These people are just absolute scumbags. But this has been an extremely upsetting time for myself and for my family as well, because I feel like I've unnecessarily put them through something that they didn't deserve, that I shouldn't have done really. But it's definitely a lesson learned and a lesson that I'd like to say to everybody out there, just be cautious. So later on, I will be mentioning the names of these people just so that people are aware of who they are and they recognise the names so they know who to avoid if they're in the same position as me and looking to actually purchase a horse, of people to avoid. And I hope that this helps people out there and that they don't end up having to do any more business because they just don't deserve it. So all I've got to do now is just put it behind me and move forward. Like I said, there is a process in motion for me to get my money back, and hopefully I will. And once that's completed, I will just carry on and enjoy Alaska and just get on with my life. But it's definitely a lesson learned. Anyway, on a brighter note, I've come away for the weekend with my husband because it's been his birthday. So we've come to the White Swan Hotel in Stratford, which seems to be a tradition now for his birthday every year in November. We come here for a weekend or for just one night and we enjoy this beautiful room and have some time, quality time to ourselves, which is really, really nice because we do have a hectic lifestyle. But yeah, really enjoyed this weekend. I've had a wonderful time together. We've had a little bit of relaxation and just unwinding, and we've really enjoyed it. So I'll see you again soon and look after yourselves.